Let's call over now Greg Valentine. Greg Valentine, the brother of Johnny Valentine, who last week had a tremendous battle with Tiger Conway Jr. And Greg, we saw a new side of you, but something tells me that it was more like your brother John used to wrestle.
Well, that's because you've watched my brother wrestle many, many years, Paul. Mm-hmm. We have to get tough. We have to get rough. That's exactly what we do in the ring, because the main object is to win that match. Just like tonight, I'm going up for the Texas state title, the most prestigious title of all state titles. David Von Erich, I'm going to give you the wrestling lesson of your life. You can guarantee on that. You know, I don't enjoy flying all the way down from New York City down here and then have a decision like happened last week. I was robbed. I had Tiger Conway's shoulders pinned right down to the mat. 1, 2, 3. And it's disgusting. It disgusts me, Paul, that they come up with an ending to a match like this, which should have been awarded to me. I'm going to take all the revenge that I have for Tiger Conway right out on that pea brain of David Von Erich, the so-called Texas champion. He's just going to have to fork the belt right over. If I have to, like I said last week, I'm going to slap that figure 4 leg lock right on David Von Erich's legs. And let me tell you something. A figure 4 leg lock exactly describes itself. It is a lock. It cannot be broken. Remember that, David Von Erich? You're looking at the next Texas state champion.
Thank you, Greg Valentine. Of course, he's a man who can prove what he says in the ring, and this has a lot to do with it. He can prove it. Let's bring on now, during this portion of our program that was televised before the matches began, the Texas State Heavyweight Champion, David Von Erich. David, good to have you here.
How you doing? It's good to be here.
Thank you. And, you know, you look a little bit empty without your brother standing by your side, but he is touring the Orient right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's right, Mr. Bosch. You're right. I do feel a little empty with Kev not being here. We've been a team for so long. I am used to it. It's kind of like having my shadow there right next to me, but he'll be back soon enough, and then we'll have my shadow back.
Well, does it feel different to have to train on your own and to have to round up sparring partners to find people who are going to work out with you when you've been so accustomed to having brothers and your father at home and get the stuffings knocked out of you in the family gym?
Well, Kev might be gone, but there's still Dad, and there's still Kerry, and we got 2 more coming up, too. So there's plenty of guys to work out with.
All right, now your brother Kerry is at the University of Houston, and he's hurling the discus. And how is he doing?
He's doing fantastic. He's the second freshman in the history of the NCAA to qualify for the NCAA championships. So he's doing very good.
When do they take place?
They'll be in the end of the season in California, I believe.
And Kevin is going to be there, rather Kerry's going to be there.
Yes, sir. He's definitely.
And something tells me David's going to be there.
Well, David will be there, Fritz will be there, Kev will be there, everybody will be there.
Good. And may we express the hope that when tonight is over, you'll still be the Texas State Heavyweight Champion, so that when you get back tomorrow, you won't have another match with your father who will club you down for losing the title.
Well, Mr. Bosch, thank you, but the dearest thing to my heart is this Texas Heavyweight belt. I've worked all my life to achieve it. I've got it now. I'll take on all comers. I'm not going to lose it to anybody.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Right. So, David Von Erich, and he surely comes from a family that has a great deal of pride in their wrestling ability.